Hi, I'm the Model Train Master. Today we'll be reviewing this PRR Atlantic TMCC locomotive. So let's get rolling. This locomotive is about 20 years old. It doesn't have cruise control or Odyssey or backup lights missing. Well, not missing. It's not there. It's decorative, but the engine lacks a lot of features from the modern locomotives. But it's a great model. It's a great locomotive, and it runs pretty nicely. It doesn't have cruise, but it runs really nicely. And cruise has nothing to do with how nice of a runner it is. It just helps it out. So let's talk about some details. But before that, let's talk about the show. I purchased this from the Amherst Train Show, and it wasn't very good. So if you're an HO scaler, you'll probably really like it. But being an O scaler, it wasn't very good. So so let's talk about this locomotive's details. Here is the front of the locomotive. You can see some pilot detail with a scale coupler. You can see these pilot marker lights. It's a common PRR thing. You can see on the front smoke box there's an undecorated plate. There's the headlight, which is lit by an incandescent bulb. And then you could see the cylinders, and this is not open. It's a nice engine. It's a nice touch. You can see the cylinders and the start of the valve here in the builder's plate, which help really good. It looks pretty realistic already. You can see the plate, that little valve thing. I'm not sure what that is, but I can see it. I've been to this rare museum in Pennsylvania before, and this reminds me of it so much. I mean, I can hear the little sound effects they're playing now. See any marker arcing, this locomotive was used very heavily. Let's go down the running gear. You can see, I'm not so sure what this is. I know I've seen Baker, I've seen Stephenson. I'm not sure what this is. Sorry, I've seen Baker, I've seen Walshurts, I've never seen this. Except for a couple of legs. You can see some running pipe detail in here, the trailing truck. You can see the crisp, well, there was a bit of a scratch by the eat of the locomotive. You can see there's a little bit of a scratch here. I'm not sure why. Maybe they renumbered it or something. Not so sure. Then you can see some where it says Pennsylvania. I'm not sure if these are decals or they're old decals and they wore off, or maybe I'm not sure. But anyway, you can see here it's really shiny still. You see the trucks. You can see between the engine tether. Make sure to grip the cab. Don't touch any handrails because that's an antenna, but you see these grab irons? They're not antennas, but I actually damaged them. This gap is really, really good for O scale. It's about an inch, which isn't spectacular. Which it's really nice for a TMCC engine, but it's not 100% prototypical, but it's really nice. Here's the inside of the cab. You can see this locomotive. The firebox doesn't flicker. You can see the light, but it's still a really nice touch. It looks very realistic. And you can see this. It looks about as realistic as the flickering. Usually it doesn't flicker, but the flickering's nice. Just this one looks slightly more realistic. Also, you can see the coal load and the back. Like I mentioned earlier, there's no backup light. The locomotive is heavily used, so the logic coupler, it holds, but it doesn't uncouple. You can see, if we can look around the top, you can see whistle valve, safety valves, bell. Whistle back here, but safety valve. The dynamo is way up front here. Okay, so let's run this engine. Basically you have to make sure you program into TMCC mode, and let's get it started. So this is locomotive. Here's the island sound. Here's the whistle. Change the low when you're moving, but here's the bell. Crew talk. It's just generic radio. I mean, it's nothing too fancy, so let's get it running. I found out speed step like 7 or 8 works best for this. Actually, 10 works pretty good for this. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I'm the Model Train Master, and I'll see you next time.